Hello humans and non-humans. I'm Naomi Beth. Call myself the Naughty Oracle. I'm here to talk to you on the next video for this week. And I'm feeling out of sorts. So just understand that, the energy vibrational stuff, you're up and down all the time. So even though I've done my clearing sessions, I've even smudged and saged the whole house again today. Still feeling a bit of out of sorts, and that's okay. That's part of the work that we do. Anyway, but I do want to talk to you today about the topic of I am a dreamer, and I know I'm not the only one. And what I mean by that is that I do a lot of my energy work at night during my dreams, and I do a lot of processing, etc., in my dreams, and I do a lot of imaginative, meditative dreaming, visualizations. So that's a form of dreaming. So there's lots of different things that you work on. Anyway, do you like my shirt? I found this, it's vibrating. Being a cat lover, I love this. So yeah, that's my kookiness coming out. I love that there's younger generations creating what I would have loved to have as my daily wear back when I was younger. Anyway, they finally caught up with me. 40 years later, they've caught up with what I wanted to have when I was younger. So lucky you young kids, you get to do it all. Anyway, I'm going to wear it too. I don't give a crap. I'm still young at heart, going on 5. So let's talk about dreaming. Oh man, have I had some weird, wicked, demonic, freaking happy, high vibrational, low vibrational types of dreams, and they are all scattered and they're all over the place, and I wake up and go, what the hell is that? And I'm like, am I supposed to remember that? Anyway, and I used to notice a lot of attacks at night, psychic attacks. That would be the form of night terrors. So you're waking up, you can't wake yourself up, all those sort of things. So like my husband is used to me, so I haven't done it for years, but I used to be screaming in my sleep, sort of come out little moan things, but I'm actually full on screaming because I need to wake. I'm trying to wake myself up physically, and so he would roll over and just nudge me because he'd be woken up by me mumbling, and it's like, oh, okay, thanks Kev, because like I was somewhere and doing something horrible, or something horrible was happening to me, and I was trying to wake myself up. And I did. So those sort of dreams are like what we usually call night terrors. In the energy world, they're either a psychic attack or a processing form. So you've got to really sit with yourself afterwards, and they can be very disturbing. So you've got to sit with your emotions and process those emotions, process the fear out of it, process the trauma, process the drama, process the sadness, the grief, the shock, all those things. They all have to be acknowledged and processed to get past that. So if I don't actually lie there and physically go, okay, thank you to the fear, I let it go, and thank you to the trauma, and I let that go, and that was a bit wild, and I talk to myself about it, and I reassess what I remember from that dream. Sometimes I don't remember parts, but I remember enough to work on it. So I do that, and then from that, working out, processing it all, I go, okay, am I meant to hold this memory? Am I meant to remember this memory for tomorrow? And if I do, it will come back to me, and I go, oh, okay, I need to go into my room here and do some clearing on that, whether it's clearing out a psychic attack or closing, shutting down some portals of energy interference, or really finding out, you know, is it past life karma that might be coming through and processing. So I do dream of past lives as well. And so, you know, I've had American Indian past life that, you know, they used to do the steak thing. Anyway, it was pretty horrific stuff, and it was like I was just an observer. So when I dream of these horrific things, I am actually just an observer of what's happening. So it becomes like it's that movie scene that my psychic ability is. You know, I'm the observer of the movie. So I watch these movies happening in my dreams, and I'm sitting there going, do I need to acknowledge this? Is this mine? Do I need to return it to sender or clear it and then return whatever else to sender with the lesson learnt? Do I need to acknowledge it? Do I need to transmute it into light? Do I need, and you know, so there's people go, oh my God, you just dream. And I'm like, yeah, but then I do all the processing. So this is why I'm sitting there and I'm exhausted, because I'm sitting here and I'm going in my head, oh, do I need to process this? Do I need to acknowledge this? Do I need to send it, return it to sender? Do I need to... Okay, so there's a lot of background stuff that happens with me in my own energy, trying to help those around me and trying to help the dream work that comes to me to be sorted. So this is my life. Hello. And you say, oh, don't you get a decent sleep? I do get a really decent sleep, because some nights I go, okay, tonight I'm shutting down. I need, so I talk to my guides, my teams, and I say, right, I would just like to have a beautiful night's sleep without any interruptions, and nothing that I have to process right now, because I really need physical rest. So your spiritual teams need to understand that you need physical rest as well, because the earth plane is so dense, your body needs to recuperate. So you can't be half here, half there every single night. So you need to be able to balance that work that you do. So if you're a dreamer, do take some nights off as well. But I don't mind. So I catch up on my sleep because I have long night's sleep. I go to bed at 9 and up at 6, okay? And I will sleep the whole time if I have a good night's sleep. So then from that, after I've had a few, I'm just like, I don't say, let me have a good night's sleep, okay? I just go to bed. And so I go to bed, and then I'll have the images come through. And if I need to wake up and remember some, I wake up and remember some and process them with all of as tools, etc., and the affirmations and things that I need to with my energy. It's like processing and planting energies into the ground. So that's my dream work. So let's talk about some of the different dreams I've had. So they're not all bad, they're not all demonic. You know, I get faces coming. So I'm lying in bed, and next minute there's this face image, and I wake up and go, oh, please, can you bugger off? I'm like, not tonight. Okay, so people, the spirits come and visit. Sometimes just to say hello, sometimes to go, hello, Naomi, what are you doing tonight? You know, it's like, get bugger off. I don't want anything to do with it. I want to have a rest, thanks. I'm sleeping. Piss off. Anyway, so that happens a lot when I stay in other spaces. So when I move, when I go on holidays, etc., for example, I will go and stay in a hotel or something. If I don't put up my protections, if I don't ask for that guidance, or and the energy is pretty shocking in the earth sense, in the ground, you know, there could be past energy imprints and stuff in the ground, I will feel that and clear that. So I have sat in the back of the van, or tried to sleep in the back of the van at a caravan park, and I'm clearing energy. And that's just what needs to be done. So that's another gift that I give to the world, is that I travel and I clear the spaces. And it's an important job to do. So remember that if you are a dream worker, you are being provided for in the earth plane by access of giving back in that form. Okay, so just understand that. All right, so let's talk about some other dreams that I might have had. So I had some really good dreams. So like one night recently I woke up and I was I was the portal magician, opening portals, and I was saving a group of elves, elven people, and I was portaling them back to a cavern. And yes, and they were very grateful because they called on whoever, the spirit magicians, and I came in and helped them to come back. So it was like an attack war thing, and I brought the Elven tribe back, as many as we could. And then I shut down the portals again, and then I woke up. And then I go, oh, I just saved some elves last night. And it's like, oh my God. And you think you're going crazy in your brain because it's like normal people don't do this shit, Naomi, you know? And it's like, but I do. This is what I do. And this is what happens in my head. Now, I didn't ask if that was present or past or anything, because actually timeline is only earthy. It's not in the spirit realm. So, you know, it just happened that night or that time that I did it. And what else? Yeah. Oh, and I had another dream of like, so my best friend passed away, and her father also did a couple of years ago now, I think. Anyway, so I dreamt of them one night, and I'm sitting in the back of a car, and her and her dad are in the front, and she's driving, and you know, yeah. Anyway, so and we're driving along, and we've got the songs on, and we're laughing and singing and just in this spiritual car, because there was no roads or nothing else. We were just in this car together, enjoying each other's company and having a really good time. And it was like, and then I woke up and went, awesome. Everybody's happy, everybody's safe, you know, that they like enjoying the spirit that I am still. And yeah, that was a really lovely gift of a dream that I received from my friend's spirit and her dad. So it was lovely. And then I knew, you know, oh, yeah, okay, I'm good, you're looked after, I'm looked after, we're on the right track, I know where I'm going. And it was just nice affirmation and verification that everything's okay still. So the psychic sense dream work can happen in that way. So it's not just like, oh, I'm falling off a cliff or I dreamt of a spider. And yes, they mean things. So I started there. When I first started dreaming and start looking into my dream work, I would look at the symbols in my dreams. As I'm getting more and more into my intuition, I understand that sometimes the symbols may be more far-fetched than you could ever imagine. So I'll give you an example. I had a dream years ago of me running around. I'm running for my life, and I'm on the streets of Russia, and then I was on the Russian street first, and then the next minute I'm jumped over and I'm in Korea. And so I'm in the Korean street, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm still running away from whatever was attacking me. So it was like, okay, I didn't understand any of that at that time. But, you know, I must have been on some sort of stealth spiritual mission. And I was jumping from country to country, clearing what energy needed to be cleared. So it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting that how your brain works. And, you know, your scientists can say this is delusional aspects and things like that. The difference between this is that it's not harming anybody, what I do. The work that I do is purely imaginative. It is purely what needs to be done on an energetic level, because any image that is projected to me is just energy. So any demonic forces, anything dark, dense, anything from past lives where you've had trauma, you've drowned, you've fallen off cliffs, you've blah, 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 blah. All of that is just residual energy. So we need to transmute that into the light. Okay? So there's lots of energy workers who can help you with that. You can start learning little tidbits as you go. Notice that the way that I deal with my dreams now is I ask myself the questions. Is it mine? first off? Or am I processing this for somebody else? If it's mine, do I need to transmute it to the light, or do I need to work on it some more? Okay, if I need to work on it some more, I will tuck it away for the next chance that I get to sit down with that memory or that dream process and clear out the emotions and the discordant energy and any past life karma and any vows and or whatever that might be attached to that residual energy. So I do all those things. Otherwise, I'm transmuting it to the light. I'm sending it to my teams because I'm going back to bed because I'm human. Okay? That is very important to remind your spirit team all the time. I am human. I need to be in this human body, and I need to function in a physical reality, as well as be multidimensional in the etheric areas as well. So, is it yours? Do I need to work more on this? Otherwise, we'll transmute it to the light now and close and shut down any portals that might be bringing that through. And protect and shield yourself if you find necessary. So put the energetic invisibility cloak over you. Put a beautiful hooded veil over you, you know, whatever you use, all protective light over you to help you get back to sleep and restore yourself back to sleep. Clear and cut your cords. Okay, everybody says that, and yes, do that because that energy is still there. So clear and cut it. If you need to reattach later to clear the emotions and etc. attached to that residual energy, then you do it on your terms, in your own boundaries, and do that then, not when somebody else shoves it into your face. Okay, so you do it on your terms. This is the one that I'm learning at this time, is learning my boundaries and saying, you know, other people, you want healings, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I can't do it today because I'm not 100% in my own energies. So, you know, I'm removing residual stuff out of myself. So I need to work on that for myself first, and then I'm available to help everybody else. Okay, so there will be days where I can't work on anybody else or help anybody else or help the earth because I'm sitting here with my own crap to work on, and dreams will come through with that. So it'll be like, oh my gosh, I thought I cleared you 30 years ago. Now here we go, here's that memory, let's go chunk a bit off that again. Off we go. Welcome to energy work. It is fun. Some days. All right, beautiful people. All right, humans and non-humans. I've enjoyed talking about my dream work, and I'm sure I'm going to play this back and go, oh, listen to me. That's pretty awesome, because I do that. So when I start talking, it's like a channeling where I just talk and carry on. So I'm channeling my higher self and letting myself just flow with whatever comes out. And that's a different world in itself, because I've never done this for myself either, to listen to my own advice, because it goes on in here, but I've had to have it quiet for centuries, for eons, because of persecution, etc., throughout the different lifetimes. And now it's like, hello, she's coming out. So that's a bit of a delve into my dream work that I do. I thought that's very important to start with who the Naughty Oracle is, because this is where it is. I might do another video on daydreams later on. I'll write that down, daydreams. I will put that on the list. Okay, so I've got a list of topics that I want to talk about. If you have a topic that you would like me to talk about, just comment below. And like, share, subscribe, etc. And yeah, we'll get into this. So the more that you listen to how I deal with everyday life is going to help you deal with everyday life in your mental state, your emotional state, your physical state, your energetic state. Okay, I do it a lot. Are we exhausted? I'm exhausted. No. Okay. I'm going to go and have another cup of tea. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Okay, and we will catch you in another video. All right. Bye.